Okie dokie. So here are the door panels. This is the passenger side. So the only thing you'd have to swap is the door pull, and they're actually leather. Even on the vinyl door panels, they're the same. So that would be easy. So there's let's see, that's dirt. I think that would clean off. Well, that might be a scuff right there. And then there's a little indentation there. But the important part, you always got to look at the top where the sun hits it, because that's where they start peeling back and look like garbage. So this came out of a 0304. I think it had about 60,000 miles. Engine was bad, transmission was bad, so I just broke it for parts and sent it on to Copart. So that's the SRS plug, that's the same. Of course, your courtesy light is the same. Okay, so this is the this is the driver one. So this is the one you'd have to swap some things. So all of this is, there's a little gouge here. See that? The top is no shrinkage or anything. So this is the main part right here that gets damaged, or not damaged, but the sun hits it and starts pulling it back. So the Bose little decal's missing, but if you have Bose, you can transfer that. The door pull is somewhere. I might have, I don't know, but you can just transfer them over. So this spring for the door handle, flip this around. The spring was broken. I might have some, but if not, all you need to do, you could take this off yours. They're the same. So there's a little spring that attaches right there, and then it hooks right there. So you see where it goes from there to there, and it keeps tension on the door handle. So the cubby cover right here. So when I got it, the hinge was broken. So Porsche says, oh my God, that goes back in there like that. So Porsche says you can't replace the cover. They say you have to buy the whole door panel. Well, that's not true. So what I did, and what I've done multiple times, is so the cover, this is the cubby. It's plastic welded in. So you basically drill out the plastic welds. And I have a bunch of these that I take out of cars before I part them out, and you just screw in a cover. And you don't need to hit all the points. I mean, I got 5 screws in here. That'll hold it. If you wanted to do more, you could, but you have to use the correct, well, I got 6. You have to use the correct combination of washers, and you can't go too deep with the screws or else you'll come through the other side. So what you'd have to do, and I've also done this, obviously, is you have to take off your cubby cover. Now, they're the same, vinyl and leather, so yours would match. So it's not difficult, it's a little tedious. You have all these little holes, screw holes. They're like a Torx 8 or Torx 10. You can get to these top ones direct on, right here. These bottom ones, what I do, and this may seem excessive, but it works. I get a bit, so this is the bit I use, right here. And then I got a pair of needle nose, or a pair of vice grips. and I use the vice grips and the bit to get down here, and I can do them without taking the door panel apart. The only one you can't get to is way up here. So when you get the cub right here, you can't get to that one. So when you get the cubby loose, you kind of snap it, and you snap this one off. So when you put it back in, you're missing this bolt, but you have all the rest of them, so it's fine. You'll never know. And then once you get the cubby cover installed, you may have to tweak the positioning of the cubby install where the screws are on the back so it closes properly. But it's not, you know, if you're swapping door panels, then you have enough mechanical sense to figure it out, so it's not hard. It just takes a little bit of patience. I guess that's the name of the game with 996. 996 is, in general, patience, like the Guns N' Roses song. All right, so there you be. Let me know what you think. There you go.